You play a certain way that's not a lot of people play that way. The energy, and we've talked about you just not cheating the game. Where does that come from? Where does that energy level, and how do you have it?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I mean, for me, it's very simple because where I grew up, and if a lot of guys you didn't know, I grew up in LA, in the city of Los Angeles. To grow up and not take things for granted. My parents kind of instilled that into me when I was younger, and that kind of stuck with me my whole life. So anything that I do or get involved in, I do it like it's my last, and that's how I play because this game is not promised to you by any means, and I'm very blessed and thankful to be able to go out and play it. So I don't take anything for granted. I don't cheat it because it's given me so many doors, so many opportunities to help so many other people across the world, and I'm appreciative of what the game has done for me thus far.
When the game is over with, one lucky fan is going to get a pair of game-worn shoes from you. When did that start, and why do you feel like that's important, kind of just to pay it off, I guess, to give it your shoes to a fan?
I think just to me, I always like to use our platform and the platform we have to be able to inspire somebody else each and every day, and I always feel like that can be inspirational, inspiring to somebody that's watching or that can see it or that actually receives the shoes because the man inspired them to do something in life. It may not just be about basketball, but inspiring somebody to do something that they are kind of inspired to do is always something that I try to do, when the opportunity presents itself.
When did you first hear about Oscar and kind of understanding what he did, and now you are chasing history? When did that become a thing for you?
Honestly, it started the year I won the MVP. Kind of, obviously, I obviously knew who Oscar Robertson was, but didn't understand the significance and the things he ever do for the game until I actually sat down and had a conversation with him. The triple-double thing kind of became a thing because that year was the first time anybody had done it since he done it, and since then it's kind of been a conversation starter and kind of something that people kind of relate the triple-double, and my name is in the conversation, which is something I don't take for granted, something that I'm extremely blessed and humbled by to be in a conversation with guys like Oscar.
I think with you, the non-negotiable with you is you have to compete every night. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think the negotiable thing is playing hard. Like a lot of people that play sports think like playing hard is an option. And in my mind, I think it's just what you're supposed to do. And that's not, knock on anybody or anybody else, but everybody don't think that way. And as a leader, you got to understand, like, you can't expect everybody to, everybody's come from different backgrounds. People come from different parts of the world. People have got here on different roads. So with that, everybody has a past of what inspired them, who they play for. And to me, as a leader, that's where I have to come in and understand who and what and how to be able to get the person to the highest level and uplift them as much as I can.
Tell me how you have been able to get some of the younger players to kind of level up. And you know what I mean by leveling up? It's kind of matching your intensity.
A part of my job and part of my, duty when I came here is to find ways to uplift my teammates, find ways to uplift the guy next to me, find ways to be able to make him a better person, a better player. And that's really what I strive to do. And if that's through my own actions, if that's, spending a little extra time with a teammate or so, then that's what, I would do, because winning is ultimately beneficial for everybody. When we win, everybody win, and that's ultimately how I look at it.
What was it like when you first got to town, and what has your relationship with Brad been like in terms of the growth potential?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like me and Brad, I always seen Brad as a quiet guy and kind of stay to himself. And he's always, we always had respect for each other on the opposite teams. And when I got here, he was still a quiet guy and still kind of just laid back in his own zone. But one thing I noticed is that he is very, very competitive and wants to be great. And as you've seen this year, he's at a level where not many people can get to consistently. And I don't think he get enough credit for that. It may look easy, or it may look like something that can be done night in, night out basis, but he is consistently taking his body, his mind through so many things to be able to be great. And, you know, I'm just lucky and blessed to be able to be in the backcourt with him, because he constantly wants to be better, wants to be great. And part of my job is to make sure I make his job as easy as possible and be here to help him be the best he can be. He's been our best player all year long, and will continue to be that. And my job is to make sure that he is at the top of his game every night, and to push him to be the best he can be.
Why do you think he would be an all-NBA player? I mean, make your pitch.
Well, it's simple. You know, he's shown that he can be elite for a long time. Like, I'm really big on consistency. I really believe that's the hardest thing to do in life, and especially playing this game. To do something great every single night is very difficult to do. And he has done it from the start of the season all the way to now, and will continue to do it. And to me, that is easy, all NBA. If I'm voting, I think it's a very easy one to be able to pick.
Russ, describe what it was like when you finally got fans in the arena, what that was like in terms of your energy, because you're a self-starter, but I'm sure it helped to have the fans.
Oh, definitely, man. It's good to look around and scream and see fans clapping and seeing somebody in the stands. It's exciting, and I definitely appreciate it, and happy that, you know, we got you guys in the stands, and hopefully we can get a lot more games in Capital One as we kind of make this run, and you know, that's the plan. So thank you guys for your support, and, you know, hopefully we can keep it going.